And when we embody the holy qualities of the Ahlul Bayt, we become the kind of person that others flock to. They seek our company because they know that there is safety in this person. And they know that when they open their mouths around them, their secrets will not be disclosed. And they know that they will receive compassion and kindness in return. Imam Ali salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, he says in Nahjul Balagha, live your life such that when you are alive, people desire your company, and when you have passed, they mourn over your death. And when we manifest these qualities, which are so rare in the modern world, it has that positive effect. And then when they see Muslims acting as such, then their impression of Islam is softened compared to what kind of impression they get from the media. And what we do has a knock-on effect on those around us. So not only when I improve my personality and I try and become a kinder person, does it improve me with all sorts of side benefits, it has a knock-on effect on those around us, especially our children or the younger members of the community. Because when we say something, kids tend to do the opposite. They don't like to listen to what we say. They don't like being told. But what they are remarkably good at is copying what they see. It's one of the most crucial ways in which kids learn. And if we are kind in our character to our kids when they are young, then when we get old, they will reflect that kindness back to them. There was a man who lived with his family, and his elderly father lived in their house. And every night he would dine with them at the table. And it was a happily family structure. Everybody had consented to this. It was a good system they had. But as the man's father began to age, he became a little bit more senile. And it was slightly more difficult for him to eat. He would take slightly longer than everyone else. And occasionally he would drop bits here and there. But as is very important, by the way, in terms of geriatrics, it's very important to try and keep people's independence as far as is possible. You try and as people age, you try and get them to do as much as they can and help only when needed. But the man's wife, she began to get a little bit impatient. And she said, look, he's making a mess. He's taking a lot of time. So eventually, they decided that probably the best thing to do would be to move him from the dining table where everyone is sitting and put him in a separate place. That way he could take all the time he wanted, he can make all the mess they wanted, and afterwards it could be cleaned. This went on for some time until the man started dropping dishes and things were breaking. So they decided then, instead of giving him a ceramic bowl, we'll give him a wooden bowl. And they had it carved for him, and so that whenever he would drop it, it would be fine afterwards. One day, when this man was coming home, he walked into his son's room and he saw that his son was playing with a piece of wood. And he said, "Oh son, what is it that you're doing?" And he said, "Dad, I'm carving a bowl from wood so that when you get old, I can give it to you to eat out of." So what we do in our daily lives and the manners that we manifest is reflected in our children.